Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Let's just get straight to it. I was inspired to make this video today because I recently posted a reel on Instagram talking about the most annoying thing about my micro locks. Ever since I posted that reel, I've been getting so many DMs from y'all saying that I inspired you to start your locks, or I inspired you to start thinking about possibly starting your locks. I know that this video is kind of somewhat negative. I'm telling you literally reasons why you should not start your lock journey, but don't get it twisted. Yes, I do think that there are some things that you should think about before you consider starting locks, but overall, I love my hair. I just thought that I would say that because I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea. I love my hair. It's just that there are some things that I wish that I had known about locks, or just things that I wish I had known in general before I started my lock journey, because I started my locks when I was like 16 or something like that, 15, 16 years old, and I had no clue about anything when it came to locks, especially tiny micro locks. So that's why I'm making these videos. I have made a video like this one before. It was last year though. It was 5 reasons why you should not start micro locks. I really recommend that you watch that video if you haven't already. I'll have it linked in the iCards so that you can watch that, because I still 100% agree with everything that I said in that video. I think that I gave some good points, and I think that y'all should, like I said, check the video out if you want to see it. I also think that it'll be a good video for you to look at so that you can see what a difference a year can make with my hair. I feel like my hair looks so different now than it did when I filmed that video a year ago. A lot has changed since I made that video, so that's kind of crazy. Before I start talking negatively about locks and starting locks, I just want to say I love my hair, so don't get that mixed up. These are just some things that I think that you should consider before you decide to start locks, okay? Okay. If you have locks yourself, feel free to comment down below something that you think that other people who are thinking about starting locks should know before they start. Let's start a conversation in the comments. We can help each other. That was pretty much the whole point of me posting videos about my lock journey. When I first started, I just wanted to kind of share what was going on with me and my hair, because at the time that I started my locks, like 3 years ago, I could not find any videos over micro locks specifically. If there were any videos, they were like really old, like 10+ years old. So yeah, I'm glad that this community has grown a lot. I feel like I'm talking so much, but that's just because I just wanted to get that out before we start. I was able to come up with 4 reasons why you should not start locks this time. That's one less reason than the last time I filmed this video, so it's not really too many cons when it comes to locks. But if you want to see a 5 reasons or 10 reasons why you should start locks, because I don't think I've done a video like that before. Have I not done a video like that? I don't think so. But if we get this video to 1,000 likes, I would do a video all about reasons why you should start locks. I don't want to be all negative all the time talking about reasons why you should not. Let's go ahead and get started. I have my little book right here. That's why I'm looking at this. Reason number 1, you should not start locks if you are not ready for the maintenance. Now, I'm specifically talking about micro locks with this point, because when I first started my lock journey, I had no idea how much maintenance it would be. But just to clarify, on the day-to-day basis, it's literally nothing. Having micro locks, it's amazing. But when that 6 to 8 weeks come around and you don't feel like retightening your hair, at the time that I started my locks, I did not think about the amount of time that it would take to retighten my hair, especially because I wasn't going to a loctician. If you don't know, my mom started my locks, and she's not a beautician, she's not a loctician, she's just a mom. And I feel like most of the time moms know how to do hair, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it was for me. I did not realize how hard it would be to retighten 600+ locks. Honestly, this point is specific for the people that plan on doing their hair themselves and you don't plan on going to a loctician. Currently, I am looking for a loctician. I think that I may have found one in Houston, so I'm excited about that. I'll let y'all know and keep y'all updated with that. But if you know for a fact that you're not a hair person, like me, I'm not a hair person at all. I don't enjoy switching up my style. I don't enjoy just taking the time to do my hair. I really don't. I'm not sure why I'm like that. That's just how I am. So the maintenance is a lot. Even though it's like a month and a half apart, it's still a lot. Just keep that in mind. I feel like that's something that I definitely should have thought about, but at the time I really just did not know. So I'm letting you know so that you won't get slapped across the face like how I did with the whole maintenance thing. If you want to know what kind of rotation I'm on the 4-point rotation. If y'all want, I can do a video all about interlocking and stuff like that, but I'm on a 4-point rotation, and I have always been on a 4-point rotation since I started my locks, and I really like it. The reason why that I'm on a 4-point rotation is because my hair is really thick, and I knew that my locks were going to be really fluffy like this anyways, and honestly I didn't really want to emphasize that fluffiness by doing a 3 or a 2-point rotation, and I really wanted my locks to like hang straight and look like actual locks, you know what I mean, and not so much as the fluffy type of look. Nothing wrong with the fluffy look, I just don't want that because I have a lot of hair. I just don't want to look like I have a lollipop head. That's why I went for a 4-point rotation, but you just have to do your own research on what you want and what you don't want for your hair. But I just thought that I would mention that because I get a lot of questions about what rotation I'm on, so it's the 4. Reason number 2, you should not get locks if you think you are going to avoid shrinkage, because you're not gonna avoid shrinkage. Shrinkage is inevitable. Shrinkage is a part of the process. One of the main reasons why I started my lock journey was because I wanted that length retention, but you are gonna have to go through some shrinkage just because it's just a part of the locking process, to be honest. Nobody can skip it. There's nothing that you can do to combat shrinkage, but what you can do is set styles that will help stretch your hair out, but ultimately you're not going to be able to escape shrinkage. So don't get locks if you feel like that'll be a good way for you to just look like you have long hair all the time. Long hair don't care, because it ain't true. That's just something that I didn't know. I thought when I got locks my hair was going to be long all the time, but no, my hair is shrunken most of the time unless I do a braid out or something, and even then it's still shrunken. Like, I have a braid out right now. This is what day 1 of my braid out looks like, but of course if you just pull your hair down it looks longer. The next reason why you should not get locks is if you are unprepared to deal with the lint. Lint is an issue. It is an issue that I had for months. Our hair texture, and by our I mean specifically people that have type 4 hair, our hair is like a sponge. If it comes in contact with anything, it's gonna just soak it up. And lint is something that I've had a really hard time with my lock journey. I actually have quite a bit of lint in my hair right now. I don't know if you can see it from this far away, but if I come up closer to you like this, you can clearly see the lint that I have right here and right here. Then on this side over here, right there. It's annoying, it really is. And over the summer I had a really hard time with it. I have videos of me literally taking tweezers and just trying to pick it out. With these locks I was not able to get it out without damaging my locks, so I just kind of left it alone. The only other way I feel like I can hide this is if I try to dye my hair, but to me it's not that noticeable. It's not like a highlighter yellow or something. You can't see it that clearly, but you can still see it. So that's something that I've had to deal with, and it was because I was not being responsible and I was not tying my hair up. You have to be careful of what kind of clothes that you wear, what kind of tops you wear, because your hair is just going to be rubbing on it. Your hair is just going to collect whatever it comes into contact with, so you have to be really careful with the lint. That is something that is just really annoying, and if you're not careful and you just get lint all over the place, you're going to look like a lint head and your hair is just gonna look dirty. You really need to be careful and mindful about the type of clothing that you're wearing, and you need to make sure that you're tying your hair up at night some kind of way. That's something that I got kind of lazy with along the way, and that's why I have to deal with lint. Okay, so the last reason, I kind of already talked about it in my reel, and also I posted it on my channel as a YouTube short video. That is the tangles, specifically with tiny locks. I feel like the tangling is just incredible. There's an incredible amount of tangles that I was not prepared for. I don't know why I thought that I would be done with the tangling whenever I got locks, but that is not the case. Specifically if you have tiny locks, the tangles are real. The tangles are there. I can't even run my fingers through my hair easily. It's a little bit easier today because I just took some braids out, so my hair is not all shrunken up and in its natural. Well, I don't want to say it's not in its natural state, but it's not like, you know, unstyled hair. So it's not that bad, but Yeah, this is like a daily thing. You have to do this daily. If you don't want to deal with a lot of tangling, I feel like you have to just comb through your hair daily. You can finger comb it. Otherwise, it's gonna always be tangled, and to me that's really annoying. And it's also partly the reason why I have hand and hair syndrome, because I am just always touching my ends because they're always tangled up. I just don't like it. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Those are all the reasons why you should not start locks, or just things to think about before you start your locks. I hope that this video was helpful in some sort of way. Again, I want y'all to use this video as a opportunity for us to talk to each other in the comments and just kind of help each other out, because that's what I'm here for. I do plan on doing a lock update soon. It might be this month or it might be next month. I'm not really sure yet. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave it down below in the comments so that I can answer your questions for my lock updates. I will be 4 years locked this year in November. Thank y'all so much for watching today's video, and I'm out.